We came to Lebanon and there was nothing here. There was absolutely nothing. Since the war ended, nobody's looked after them. So all these fields that are green today used to burn every year. It's a gift that we were given. And I'm so glad I'm able to share this with everybody.
Naji and I married in 1990. We moved to London and started raising our family there. After having had 3 children, 9 years later, we decided it was time for us to do something that allowed us the chance to give back.
This was Hotel Belle-Vue. It was destroyed in 1983. And this is what's left from Hotel Belle-Vue.
Built by Naji's great-grandfather in 1860, Hotel Belle-Vue sat commandingly high on the mountain, overlooking the vineyards and the Mediterranean Sea below. The first time I came up to Bhamdoun, it was really very shocking, actually, because buildings like Hotel Belle-Vue were actually non-existent. You know, the hotel that Naji had been raised in, it was his family home, 22 rooms. They had at some point carried away the stones from the building. But I saw the corner of a tile sticking up out of the dirt, and I dug away and cleaned it off, and it was actually one whole floor tile that he remembers. It was really a wonderful surprise for him because that was the only remaining tile or piece of the hotel that we ever found. So it's very special. We actually have it hanging framed in the Telegraph in our restaurant. But in April of 2000, Naji and his team began to replant the centuries-old terraced vineyards once tended by his ancestors.
When we returned to Bhamdoun, we wanted to bring the people back to Bhamdoun. And we thought, how can we do this? So we planted in my grandfather's land vines. And then people started coming to us and saying, plant my land and my cousin's land and everybody's land. And we planted more and more vines. And it turns out that this land is for vines. I think it's beautiful. I mean, I pass my hand on it and it feels like the face of an old person.
أنا جوزيف أديب خير الله من مواليد بحمدون 1946. خلقت بهالأرض وعايش بهالأرض وبدي موت بهالأرض. هيدي أرض بحمدون أرض مقدسة. لما كانوا يقولوا عنب بحمدوني يعني أطيب وأحسن عنب بالعالم. بحمدون أرض غنية. بلشنا ب2000 متر عجبا. وصلنا يمكن لل400,000 متر أرض. ببقى مارق بجل اللي فيه عنب. هاي عريشي بدها شحيلي بدها مساوة. بقطع عن عريشي يا بنساها يا ما بنتبه لها. مثل كأنه العريشي بتعيط له. إنه رجع شو باك نسيتني إلك. جوزيف وينك أنا نسيتني. نسيتها ما انتبهت لي. بتحكي معي بتقلي تعال عاملني. تعال حط لي نقطة ماء. تعال فركني. وهيك العنب. مثل ولد الصغير.
Wine is one of those things that you feel the joy when you pick the grapes. It's like when you have a firstborn, but then you don't know how this child will evolve over time. Hopefully he'll be a good kid. You pick the grapes and you hold the grapes in your hand and you know, wow, these are amazing grapes. And then many years later, in Belle-Vue's case, 7 years, our wine has to age 7 years to start expressing itself.
Chateau Belle-Vue prides itself on its extraordinary terroir, the land and microclimate in which the fruit is grown. Apart from its commitment to organic farming methods, care is taken to preserve the delicate balance of flora and fauna across its 60-acre property.
Belle-Vue is a story of passion between Naji and Jill and the heritage of Bhamdoun. It's like a boutique, a small boutique winery. Each plot is very special, very different. We will choose the rootstock depending on the soil. We will choose the variety depending on the climate. During the summer, we will have a regular control of the maturity, and then we will decide plot by plot how to harvest. And it will be fermented as a small quantity and not big volume with thermoregulation, and after we will do a malolactic fermentation also, and after we will do aging in barrels for 2 years. That means the Syrah, Shiraz will go to the special oak alone, the Merlot also, the Cabernet Franc also, and the Cabernet Sauvignon.
High-altitude vineyards produce thick-skinned grapes more resistant to UV light. The skin offers an abundance of color and tannins. The lack of rain in a typical Lebanese summer ensures that the fruit remains small and concentrated, ideal for crafting high-quality wines. Bhamdoun's mineral-rich rocky soil completes the perfect storm of winemaking.
Within 3 meters, extremely clayish, less clayish, very hard and very brittle, very brittle. You can break this whole thing.
Naji's ancestors knew what they were doing.
I called it Belle-Vue because it's my grandfather's hotel, Hotel Belle-Vue, the oldest hotel in Mount Lebanon. This is a place deeply rooted in heritage, a heritage of total communion with nature.
We're very happy to have Belle-Vue in our range because the quality is really outstanding. It's something special. You feel it when you have the bottle in your hand and you know that it's exceptional. The red is full-bodied. For me, it's a more typical Lebanese French-style wine, where the white is a more fruity, little funky, modern twist, which is unusual for Lebanon, how I experienced it so far. The quality is really outstanding, but what makes it really special is that it comes with a story.
I was born in Spain, but I am Lebanese origin. I spent most of my life there, but I always had in mind the idea of coming back to my parents' country. So by mistake, I heard about Chateau Belle-Vue. So I contacted Naji and we spoke a little bit. I came here, I met the team and Bhamdoun, and I fell in love with the place. We are just growing the grapes the way our grandparents used to do it. The terraces were already here. We just worked to keep the vineyards in the place where there used to be vineyard. We don't put any chemicals or any pesticides to the vine, so everything is growing the same way. So the way of working in Chateau Belle-Vue is very different from any other place. So it's like a big family. You have time to spend time in the vineyards. You have all the enthusiasm of the team that let you focus on other things or more in the village, because there's a big social part behind the project.
كل سنة نحن أهل بحمدون بيي أنا وولادي كمان معي ببلش القطف كتير بكير على طلوع الضوء، يعني على 5:30 لازم نكون بالأرض، ومنكفي نهارنا نحن وعم نقطف ونجمع بالسحاحير. هي 10 سنة منقطف فيها.
Belle-Vue is the anchor of what I would like to consider the first true eco-touristic project in Lebanon. The vineyards, beautiful vineyards, will at some point bring guided tours, bring people on bicycle, bring hikers, bring people on horseback to visit the beautiful nature of Lebanon.
كل شي كان يعملوا بيي وجدي عم برجع بعمل. بدي ارجع عيد الماضي، والإنسان بلا ذكرى فيهوش عيش. وأرض وطننا يا عمي متلانة ذكريات. إن شاء الله هالشباب اللبنانية الجداد إنه يرجعوا لي لبنان.
Chateau Belle-Vue wine attains such rich complexity that its La Renaissance 2003 was awarded Gold Best in Class at the International Wine and Spirits Competition in London, 2007. We were able to do something really special in creating Le Telegraphe. We've not only got a beautiful tasting room where we can accept and receive our visitors, but the bistro has been phenomenal in the last 8 or 9 months since it's been opened. It offers a kind of eating experience which people are looking for. Phase 2 of our project is the second building, the larger building, which will be the bed and breakfast. There on the ground floor there are community rooms, and also our public library is going to be moved into this facility.
I'm proud to say that we've made a change, we've made an impact on the lives of so many. Belle-Vue is a beacon of good news, it's a beacon of hope, and people are attached to this.
The finest wines tell a story of heritage, passion, or sometimes the quest for that perfect vintage. But only rarely does a wine seek to express our deeply human connection to each other and to the land. You've found it here, a world-class wine of exceptional character. Welcome to the Belle-Vue family.